Hello and welcome back to the RJ National. My name is Matthew Brun and I'm a product trainer here for Ransomes Jacobsen. You join us in a special 2-month edition of what's happening on the RJ National. Over these past 2 months we've been extremely busy with some very big important meetings being held here at Ipswich, one from our CEO of Textron, Mr. Scott Donnelly, and also with the temperature rising finally, we've been able to really crack on with our renovation. So over the course of this video, I'll give you more information about what's been going on. With the recent weather trends of it being hot and humid, this was apparent to us at the RJ National that it was going to be a disease hotspot. Now, with the high profile visits in mind in a few weeks' time, we thought it best to put an application of preventative fungicide down. Now, in order to do this, we called in David Holt from Grass Solutions, who does all of our fungicide spraying. And he applied an application of Banner Max, which is a broad spectrum foliar fungicide with systemic properties for control of Fusarium patch, dollar spot, anthracnose, and also brown patch. With the important visits coming up, we wanted to ensure that we maintained the best possible quality of cut. Therefore, we changed the units on the Eclipse 322 to the high height of cut units. This will allow us to raise the mowing height to 30mm to cut the football pitch and fairways. This is a very simple task and only takes a few minutes to change the units over. Now the weather has started to get a little bit better and the temperatures are beginning to rise, we can now start applying our spring starter fertilizers. With this, we applied a 1266 granular fertilizer to the football pitch and also the fairways. This is a higher nitrogen fertilizer which will increase grass growth and provide a balanced feed and good colour. With the teas, we used a Sierra Blend Plus 3 to 4 month spring starter. This has worked out great for us. With it being a smaller granular size, it allows us to maintain even coverage and nutrient distribution with a prolonged uniform turf response with no speckling. We've been hanging on for a long time to start our renovation programme, and this is due to the really slow start of the season. But now we're finally ready to crack on and really start the renovation we wanted to. We started off with a double scarification in 2 different directions using the GreenTech Thatchaway systems. With this we had it set at -3 with a deep scarification. This will remove and sweep up enormous volumes of thatch. Removing this collected debris from deep within your root zone enables air and water to pass through the profile and also starts removing any lateral growth and any alien species. The next stage in our renovation was to use the Power Busters, and this again is from the GreenTech Thatchaway systems. We use this to thin out and refine coarser grasses, particularly the Poa. The Power Busters are fantastic for us. They have specially thin blades with offset tungsten tips that cut at just 5mm spacings. Now, we use this set at 0, and at this working depth they encourage fine textured turf. Although it's virtually unnoticeable, this operation has to be done, and the difference in green speed can be dramatic. Now, after the scarification and the Power Buster units have been across the greens, tees and approaches, our next step was to pass over with the GA24. Now, this was to promote as many holes as possible in the surface, as our next step was to use the Dyna seeding units from GreenTech. And with this we did 2 passes on the greens, tees and approaches using the individual grass species mix. Now, we've used these for over 2 years now on the RJ National, and the results continue to be impressive. The penultimate application to our renovation process was for that to do a heavy top dressing. Now, this is particularly important on the putting surfaces, And it's one of the most important aspects of greenkeeping. With the top dressing, this dilutes thatch, improves surface smoothness and trueness, and the knock-on effects promotes finer grasses, healthier turf, and reduces disease incidence. As well as having a very big visit at the start of the month from Scott Donnelly, the CEO of Textron, we also had a big visit from Bromley My Time with a collection of course managers. With this, it gave me a chance to give them a tour of the course. And we could go through fertilizer programs, fungicide programs, and all of the maintenance work that goes into making the RJ National so special. With having this beautiful site at our headquarters in Ipswich, this enabled Nigel Church, our regional sales manager, to take the course managers through the product line of our machinery, giving demonstrations and also allowing the customers to have a ride and drive here on site.
See them using over there. We have our own tease units, verticut units as well.
We recently held one of our training sales roadshows for Smithco and Turfco products here at the RJ National. This was to demonstrate and train the dealer network on the latest products on the market. And this ran through a whole range of machinery throughout the day. That now draws us to a close for this month's edition of What's Happening on the RJ National, but we end this on a really positive note. We've just had confirmation that Mr. Jamie Hughes from Stoke-by-Nayland will be joining the team here at Ransomes Jacobsen to look after all of the golf course and the football pitch. I have 100% confidence in Jamie Hughes' ability, and I'm sure that he will do an outstanding job.